What's good? You rocking with your boy. As I told you, YouTube is doing something where they're limited monetization on all of my videos I'm starting to do regarding Tentacion. And I know why. I understand it. But here's my thing. That's even playing with me. You're playing with me the wrong way. Because I know that I didn't do anything that would be against guidelines. Never have. And it's my original content. No one else can say they're me. So that's what I'm saying. There's no way that you could say it's limited. If you're trying to say it's limited for some type of off-bound reason, then you're going to have to explain yourself. And from the people I already talked to, they're not explaining it right. Ultimately, they're trying to send me guidelines and stuff. I already know what the guidelines are. Think who YouTube. Who you talking to? Who you talking to? You know who I am. Stop playing. You know I went through all your guidelines before I started. That's how I know limiting my videos. Chill. Just chill. Stop playing around. My ads have run for a while. And they have not been adding it to my overall total. So I had a total built up off my past videos and everything. They have not been letting it increase. So my AdSense is stuck at a number and it won't increase. That way they make sure that I don't reach the threshold. That's funny. Isn't that funny? Support the channel. In the description below is the information. Hit that like button. On my previous video, hit that like button too. Make these videos go worldwide. Make it happen. Make it go. Make it grow. Ain't no games. Make it grow. And I don't care about people driving by in the Land Rover. I already seen your Land Rover. I already seen where it goes. Don't play. Let's be adults here. Ain't nobody worried about this. I got this. Trust me. YouTube, stop playing. Stop playing with me. There's not a lot of playing with me you could do, because when I act, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Come on. Stop playing with me. Now let's get them moving. You know how I do this. Now, here's my thing. Victor, you sticking to the code? You want to stick to the code, right? So if we're sticking to the code, the fact that these guys, peoples that are affiliated, are about to go down when you have predisposed knowledge that can help them be innocent, you don't think that makes them mad? They're not mad at that, right? They're not mad. They're okay with that, right? I don't think so. I don't think they like that. Matter of fact, the fact that somebody who's never had any affiliation and has lived and grown up in money, but they're playing with the lives of individuals who started their life in, let's say, a position of not having, what do you think? What do you think? What is your thoughts about it? Come on, make sense. Make sense. Make sense about it. Use your mind. What do you think? I don't think they're playing with you. Neither does anyone else. So if we put the puzzle together with Little Panamero's picture, her friend, and you, don't we have the exact people who played the position of holding Tentacion in his place? You see, the first thing you did was try and blame it on, and wasn't it the family member, some family member? But I have stronger implications that you had prior knowledge, let alone you were taking pictures the whole time. How is that possible? What's the possibility of that? How is that even a factor that's not relevant? That you're taking pictures of this man walking up steps, arriving at the place, yet you're still doing the things you shouldn't be doing. How's that not an issue? How's that not a problem? What's the deal? You let me know. You let me know. You tell me. I'm listening. I'm waiting for you to speak and tell another lie, just like you have that huge contradicting story. Is that what YouTube is on me about? Is that the issue YouTube has with me? Is that why they're limiting my videos? Is this daddy's money again? That's fine. Because if I do my research and I find out it is daddy's money trying to do this, then I will go into the story about who it is, about who you're actually connected to. And I mean your family, since you want to bring Tentacion's family into it. We'll get into your family then. That's just how it's going to be. And that's really not going to be good because there's so many connections to your predisposed knowledge of Tentacion. It's not funny. And it wasn't even his family. It was predisposed knowledge of knowing who he was. You see, there's many factors that play a part in how he was able to do what he did. Hit that like button. For all the player haters that be player hating, hit that like button. You know what it is. You know I ain't worried about another soul. You already know that. Nobody's worried about that. I ain't worried about someone hating because hating's in their blood. And not the good hate. It's that player hate. They hate because someone else is doing better than them. I ain't never hate nobody doing better than me. I ain't worried about you because I'm me, right? That's the mentality of how a man moves. I'm me. I ain't worried about you hating me because you're like, oh, he's him. Yeah, I'm me. So what's up, Victor? I reached out to you. Listen, I have loyal commenters. I watched them address you mentioning me. What'd you do? What'd you do? You got quiet. You were like, oh, no, I ain't got nothing to say. No. Speak up. Speak up. Speak up. I'm listening. Speak up. Because when you first hopped up there, put the picture up, you were doing a lot of talking about it, saying all types of things, had us believe in it. I'm like, how'd he go out like that? How'd that happen? Then I saw something very interesting. What got me very suspicious about you is that you were communicating with Lil Panamero, whatever that means, and you said you called him. Isn't that something so simple as to have someone think? I'm like, why, if I just witnessed something heinous happen, what would I need to call somebody about and tell them about if I'm not being held for some type of investigation? How am I not in an interrogation room if I seen everything, but I'm in a position where I'm going to call someone and talk about it on the phone? I was like, that doesn't make sense. Something so simple, right? Because that's what intelligence tells you. Then I'm like, oh, this is a game of privilege. I was like, how am I being chased down by multiple men? How am I, an African American, being held back, but they're not going to interrogate him? When I was getting a jet ski during the time, the connections and the pictures I have, man, I'm just thinking about it. It's a lot of pictures. It's so many pictures. My thing is, it means so much and it has too many implications to other things. I can't even let it go. I can't even play with it. I can't play with it. That's my thing. I don't play with information. I can't let that be the case. It's not that simple. Now that you took the information, you delivered something else, it really doesn't mean anything major. But here's my thing. There's other people suffering in the midst of this. And they're not going to just throw a superstar's name out. They're not just going to say, oh, his family. You're not just going to play with the information like that when I have direct evidence of you being involved. You guys were direct witnesses. Yet you weren't questioned. Yet you're not involved in the trial. Yet you're not going to act like you've seen and know things, but you weren't really there, or you were there really doing something else. There would be no other way you know if you're not there or part of it. So how was that possible? These simple things and factors that add to someone being able to say, oh yeah, I seen it. Oh, I know this. You gave a fake news story. You and that girl who we're going to get to in a while. I just got to re-look at her rap sheet. Like, come on. How'd she play news reporter? How? It's so many people. It's just like, I just got to take one at a time. We're going to get the Lil Panamero's friend. Don't worry about that. And we're going to work our way to the news reporter. But my whole analogy is that once I get confirmation on this picture, that's when the real begins. That's when the real understanding begins. And that's when we're really going to go at him. Because that means you lied about knowing who he was. And when I say that, I mean some personal knowledge of knowing him. That's bothersome. That's bothersome. Why would you do that? Why would you say that? And if I confirm these text messages to actually be Lil Panamero, that's even worse. Come on. You don't see where this leading? You don't see how this is going? I don't want to hear nothing about a superstar. I don't want to hear nothing about that. And I got a stretch limo driving by. It's probably a superstar checking in on me, making sure everything's okay. Shout to you. Yo, what in the world? What in the world? What's going on? What in the world? You know, I know the real follow me. I know the real watch my videos. That's why I love it. People's icons watch my videos. They rock with me. Hit that like button. Especially if you're an icon. Hit that like button. Because we finna handle business on this situation. Because this focus is not about anybody else. Not about taking down no one. It's about exposing the privilege. Getting a pass. Why 4 men that are alike to you and I in life. And it's not by race. They're alike to you and I in life. Hard workers working their way up. Suffer. So someone who has never had to suffer avoids it once again. That's not the case. If you ground from the bottom, hit that like button. If you from the bottom, hit that like button. If you weren't meant to be nothing, but you turned into something, hit that like button. Hit that like button because you understand it. You understand me the most, honestly. You really do. If you came from the bottom, hit that like button. And we're cool with the elites. Elites are allowed here. But we're talking about the privilege, not the people who are elitists and became something off of hard work on the other side, or even people that were handed to them. I'm talking about someone who was involved in a crime that cost someone's life, but they paid the price. It's just an old lady. Don't worry about it. She almost busted her ass. You know how I rock. All right, TheCzarr.